Hey, what's up, family? It's your man, Mark Black. It's time for your morning Joe. Link to the cups in the description of this video. Also, too, there's some books there that's available as well. Make sure you check those books out. Those links to are to Amazon, and the purchase of those books helps to support my channel and what I do. Family, I want to give us a little short class on argumentation and logic. I've mentioned this in my videos before, but they're in my long form videos, my live broadcast, and a lot of y'all are not watching those, and I get it. They're long as fuck. So let me just give you a short breakdown of some things to watch out for when you're out here advocating for ADOS, right? First of all, I want to say shout out to Talib Kweli's punk ass. Man, talk about an eye-opener. ADOS is exposing a whole bunch of folk that we thought was on some different shit than what they actually own, right? I used to listen to Talib back in the day. Really loved him and Mos Def when they partnered up as Black Star. I had their original album. I've always been into dope-ass lyrics. This is just an aside, so deal with it. I've always been into lyrics when it comes to rapping. I don't need no really seriously hypey ass beat. Just give me some dope ass lyrics and let me ride. So I fucked with Talib and Mos Def because they was some lyricists and they lyrics bang, right? But ADOS is busting open a whole lot of motherfucking ideas, a whole lot of people that we all used to hold sacred or put some credence in. Recently, I've been watching a back and forth between Talib and Yvette on Twitter, and he's basically feeling some kind of way because he thinks that she disrespected him. I'm gonna have to do a broadcast about black celebrity because these motherfuckers got some serious issues we need to be watching out for, but I digress. At any rate, he's been going back and forth talking about her, and she's been like doing what she does, refuting him with the data. So he's feeling some kind of way. So this morning I wake up to my Twitter feed and I see that he found a tweet from somebody who used the phrase blood and soil. Now, if you're not familiar with the term blood and soil, it was a phrase that was used in Charlottesville. It's a phrase that's been used by Nazis and neo-Nazis. As a matter of fact, it was a Nazi slogan, Blut und Boden, right? Blut und Boden means blood and soil, right? And it was used in their identification as a nationalist party. Now, one could have arguments about whether or not racism and nationalism can and should be tied together. That's not this video, though. At any rate, blood and soil is offensive to people who think that it is associated with the Nazis, right? Okay. This dude finds one tweet by one person who examines the phrase. It says, essentially, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the tweet in front of me, but they say something along the lines of, okay, so they're talking about blood and soil. I don't see what's the issue with that. It sounds like facts to me. And this person appeared or claimed to have been an ADOS proponent, somebody who supports ADOS. All right. Now, never mind the fact that the tweet appeared to just simply examine the phrase for validity for ADOS people. In other words, blood and soil. Those are two things that ADOS people kind of identify with, not the phrase, not the whole Nazi thing, but the fact that our ancestors' blood has paid our price for admission into America. For the fact that this is our homeland. We are claiming America as ours, American descendants of slavery, right? So he's examining the phrase for validity and states that it appears to be something that's factually sound for us. So there's the setup. So he finds this one tweet, right? And he takes this tweet and basically uses it to paint a broad brush over the whole movement. So I wanted to talk about three main fallacies, logical fallacies used in argumentation, especially against us, but it's just in general. The first thing that Talib did, the first logical fallacy he committed was cherry picking. See, cherry picking is a bad fallacy because what it does is it allows you to sift through a pool of evidence and only pick out the pieces in that pool that tend to support your own arguments, while allowing you to ignore all the rest of the data. All of the rest of the data suggests that ADOS people are no more identifiable as Nazis or Nazi sympathizers than anybody else in this motherfucker. But cherry picking allows you to ignore that. So he found this one damn tweet. Not a whole mass of tweets, not any tweets from all of our advocates and shit like that that's discussing Nazism and blood and soil and all this and that and the third. Just one tweet from one random person who may or may not be identified or identifiable as ADOS. That's fallacy number one. Number two, he commits a fallacy of composition. What this means is that he argued that because a certain subset is true, that the set that this subset consists of or it comes from is also true. I'll give you a kind of a breakdown. Nazis are evil. Nazis wear gray. ADOS people wear gray. Conclusion, ADOS people are evil. The fallacy of composition is completely wrong because it assumes that everything that has any similarity shares all similarities. Like I said, sure, the phrase Blutenbogen may be offensive to some people, but the idea of adhering to your lineage and claiming a homeland is about as normal as any other human activity can be. So how the fuck is that in any way representative of evil other than the fact that the Nazis may have used it to commit their particular atrocities? That's the second logical fallacy, right? And the last fallacy that he committed was straw manning. He propped up an argument, because what a straw man is basically accusing your opponents of making an argument they didn't make, right? So if we have a discussion and you say to me, I hate fish because they taste like charcoal, right? And I say to you, well, it's bad that you hate fish because, fish have mercury and stuff like, well, yeah, that might all be true, but you didn't argue that you hate fish because they have mercury and all of that in it. You just argued that they taste like charcoal. I'm sitting here and actually attacking a statement or a phrase or a supposition, a premise that you didn't make. Nobody has made this argument that ADOS should be identified in any way with the former Nazi party or neo-Nazis. Nobody's done that. Talib, I see you, man. ADOS for me is a fight for my life. It's a life and death thing. For all of us, it's a life and death thing. It ain't a pet motherfucking project that me and my comfortableness get the option to be able to support. It's life or death for me. So you don't get to tell me shit. I just want to see how deep of a dumbass hole that a former relevant rapper can dig theyself into. So all I wanted to say today, family, enjoy your Joe, enjoy your day, and until the next time I see you, I want to wish you love, peace, prosperity, and power to my people.